Hey guys, Magma here, and today we are back with another brand new video, and in today's video we're talking about the unannounced Suicide Squad and Batman game being developed at WB Games Montreal. Now recently we got some news about both of these games from Kotaku. According to this source, the Suicide Squad game has been cancelled and WB Games Montreal's full focus will be on the Damian Wayne Batman game, which we talked about in our other videos, so you can check it out on the playlist. But I have a few quotes which I want to read out, like this one. Executives at Warner Brothers decided to axe the Suicide Squad game earlier this month following a long period of turbulence at WB Montreal, according to 3 people familiar with the studio. The game, which would star DC's Comics eponymous band of anti-heroes, had been in development for at least 2 years. Hints of its existence had been floating around for just as long. I've heard it was a co-op game and that it failed to impress Warner Brothers management during greenlight meetings, but not much else. Now, cancelling this game makes a lot of sense to me because the movie, did come out this year, and I thought if they were going to make a Suicide Squad game, they would, release it coincide with the movie to get that hype and buzz around. So, the game would have, obviously, since the movie's come out, would come later after the game. Although you could say they could have put in near the release of maybe, I don't know if it was going to be a Suicide Squad 2, but the film wasn't really well received, and even I didn't like the film that much. After multiple viewings, the first time I watched it, I thought the film was fun as hell, you know what I mean? I thought the film was pretty amazing. When I thought about it more, I was just like, you know what, this film's it's kind of bad, and then I was like, multiple viewings, and you know what, no, this film is it's shit, the film's pretty shit, and in my extended cut review, I think I was a little too nice to it, saying it was a 6 out of 10, slightly above average. Honestly, I really don't like that movie, so, I don't think many people would be interested in a Suicide Squad game after the movie, which would affect sales of the game. Now, I did think something was off with this game, because on my other video, we got more news about the Batman game, and we saw all those Facebook videos which was leading towards the Batman game, but nothing about the Suicide Squad game. And, they showed some stuff in those Facebook videos about the Batman game. We even got, some stuff about, the engine, or maybe, and, some stuff with Batman, some stuff like that on the boards, the writing, if you haven't seen the video, you can check it out. Maybe, I think I'll put a link in the description down below, so, check that out. Now, they actually were teasing the Suicide Squad game for a long time, because if you remember, in Batman Arkham Origins, which is developed by WB Games Montreal, there's a scene after the credits in Batman Arkham Origins where we got the scene with Amanda Waller and Deathstroke, which was hinting at Suicide Squad, Task Force X, so, obviously, they had this idea, around for a long time, and even said here that, what was it, for 2 years, and I think, yeah, for 2 years, for at least 2 years, so, there's another quote which I want to read out. So, the cancellation of Suicide Squad comes after a year of shake-ups at WB Montreal. Earlier this year, WB's Montreal's top bosses, including studio head Martin Carrier and executive producer Reid Schneider, left the company. At the end of November, Warner Brothers hired a new studio head, Stephanie Roy, who was previously an executive producer on Deus Ex Mankind Divided at Eidos Montreal. Now, honestly, I'm not too sad about this cancellation because, the Damian Wayne Batman game sounded way more intriguing and cool to me, right? Jesus Christ, that game sounds amazing. I already talked about it extensively in my other videos, but, open world, the bat bike, all that stuff, a lot of cool stuff, and, but, check that out in my other videos, link in the description down below, if I remember, hopefully. I'm going to try to remember. But what we did hear about the Suicide Squad game was it was going to be co-op and Borderlands-esque, but not really much apart from that. But the good news to come out of this is WB Games Montreal's full attention will be on making the Batman game. So that is good news to come from this whole situation, which means, the game will come out sooner. So, that is the silver lining in all this, bad news, I guess you could say. But please let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. And sadly, this brings this video to a close. So if you enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like and share. And if you come across the channel for the very first time, don't forget to subscribe. I make comic book related videos almost every day. But anyway, that has been Magma signing out. Peace.